Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's Mike here, the FPV Evil Monkey with Mike's Drones and More, guys. And today was supposed to be my drone video, or my drone build video of my new project, but unfortunately I went to actually edit and process the video and it became corrupted and I lost all the footage, unfortunately, so I apologize, guys. But this was the build with the new HGLRC F4 V6 Pro board. So you guys can kind of see, there it is, there's the side of it, and there's the front, and then there is the other side, and I'll kind of flip it up there. Now, I did have a few problems with the board. On the front, where you hook up the receiver to the top, the plug-in, it actually broke off the connector, so I had to unsolder the connector from the board directly and then just solder the receiver to the board, which was not that big of a deal. So that was one thing that took a little doing. The other thing that I did have a problem with was the VTX. For some reason, after about the third or fourth flight, the VTX just decided it didn't want to work anymore. So I went ahead and put on a regular one of my AKK VTXs that I have, and it's been working just fine. So I'm not sure if that's a bug inside of the board itself, but otherwise everything on the board is working perfectly, which is great. So this is what the finished product looked like. It took me a few hours. Now, these are not the original props I put on. I actually was using the HQ props that I got in my drone drop. But unfortunately, these are just a little bit too big for this frame. And so what was happening is when they were spinning up, when it was actually up in the air, it was making a little tink 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 sound. And what was happening is the prop was actually hitting this back standoff on each side. So I had to, and that's because these are 5.1, so I just dropped it back down to 50/42s, and it does just fine. It was flying fine with those props. It was just hitting just a little bit, so, but not too bad. And then so, yeah, and then I used my Raptor 30 amp ESCs to connect to it, and those worked perfectly. And then I did use the 2205 2400 kV motors. These are the Racer Star Edition motors. These are the same on my purple drone as well. So I really like these motors a lot. You know, they fit me perfectly. And then of course I use the Foxeer Predator mini camera for the front, so that is good. And then of course the XT60 on the back. And this time on this build, you'll notice I did put on the capacitor just to help clean and make sure that any video coming out was nice and clean, so that did also help as well. And then I'm using my newbie drone battery strap that I got from the drone drop box as well. And you'll notice that I put a Triumph antenna on here as well. So yeah, I did take it out and I did fly it around. So in a second here we'll pan over to the FPV footage for you guys, but just wanted to show you the newest drone build. So I have not had a chance to actually take this out on the track and race it yet, but I did go out to the park and I did go ahead and rip it around at the park, and it flies great. It flies just perfect, not too bad. It flies just as good as my purple one does. Actually, I think a little bit better than my purple one. So, but yeah, so this is an actual great drone. I'm really happy with it. And I like this frame because, you know what, it's an inexpensive frame, but this thing does last. It can take a beating. I still have my original frame, and it does perfectly. So, and it is a little heavier, but you know what, I'm fine with that, so it's good. So guys, I hope that you like the FPV footage that's coming up, and at the end of the video, if you like the FPV footage and if you like my drone build, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me, guys. I appreciate that. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down there for me. And next to that, there's a little bell, just to let you know when we've got new videos. Typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, have a new video for you guys. So thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy the flight out in the park. And as always, let's keep our drones up in the air, flying high, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out.